This is The Herd, wherever you may be and however you may be listening on a Wednesday. We're live in Los Angeles, iHeartRadio, Fox Sports Radio, and FS1. Things are rolling here, baby. It is good to be here. Joy Taylor is joining me. March, never been better. So last night there was an NBA game, and I watched it for the first half, and then the game was over. And I don't generally in the regular season overreact to moments. There's a handful of games that I kind of categorize and go, that mattered. Last night, the Warriors hosted Boston, and the Celtics crushed them. And the Celtics were energized, and the Celtics blew them off the court, and it was never really close. And Gordon Hayward was fantastic, and the bench was amazing, and the energy and the chemistry for the Celtics, that's as good as they've played since last year. Maybe the best they've played in years. It meant nothing for the Warriors. The Warriors have been blown out at home this year by Toronto, Milwaukee, Philadelphia, and now Boston, all four teams in the East. These are big games for the East. They mean nothing for a reigning dynasty. This is an offensive-driven glamour franchise like the Showtime Lakers, like the Shaq-Kobe Lakers. The Shaq-Kobe Lakers, after they won their first title, the second year they were a number 2 seed in the West. They went 16-1 in the playoffs or 15-1. The next year, after 2 titles, Shaq-Kobe Lakers were number 3 seed in the West, and they went on to win the title. NBA is long, 82 games, 5 times an NFL season. Dynasties, glamour franchises take nights off. And it does show in the NBA, if you're not ready to play, you can get your butt handed to you. This meant nothing for the Warriors. But it did mean something for the Celtics. Kyrie Irving admitted all the chemistry, all the toxicity, all the issues, a 6-hour plane ride. Danny Ainge, Brad Stevens called Kyrie Irving up to sit with them, and they talked for hours. Here's Kyrie.
That long plane ride helped us out. I'll just say that. That long plane ride helped us out. We needed it. It was just, we were going to get to a point where we were just going to get tired of, fighting each other, fighting in, the outside world, and it doesn't really matter. So we just want to come out here and just play basketball. This is our sanctuary, and we have to do everything to protect it. We can't let anybody infiltrate this.
I have picked Boston to get to the NBA championship. I think Boston will win the East. They have 7 really high-end players, 7 players who are B-, B+, B+, or A. Kyrie Irving's their A. Al Horford's a B. Marcus Morris, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum's a B+. Gordon Hayward last night was an A, but he's a B. They have a ton of playoff experience. They have the best young coach in the NBA. Chemistry issues almost always get solved once the playoffs start. Because that's when stars are like, all right, everybody's watching. Get over my pity party. No more pouting. Let's play. Last night, big game, playoff feel, first half. All the chemistry issues were gone. And by the way, I do this all the time. The NFL, I always feels like there's 7 or 8 teams that can win the championship, and we figure it out by a little after Thanksgiving. I would call it the NFL Super Bowl bubble. And I always put about 7 teams in it, maybe 1 or 2 on the outside. The NBA bubble looks differently. There's only 1 team in the bubble. It's Golden State. But there are 3 teams, in my opinion, that are right outside the bubble. The Rockets, the Celtics, and the 76ers. Milwaukee's close, but they're not in. This is the championship bubble. There's 1 team in it. But the Celtics are absolutely 1 Houston, Philly. They got too many good players, too much experience. One of the great closers in the game, outstanding young coach. 7 quality guys who have been in these spots before. Last night meant something for 1 team, and mostly for 1 half. When they're engaged, Boston's really good. Really, really, really good. All right, let me shift to this. I believe you got to trust your eyes. There's a reason you never see blue food. Think about that for a second. Nobody eats blue food. Why is that? Because, as any chef would tell you, you first eat with your eyes. Nobody wants to eat something that looks like ink. That's why there's no blue food. When you're going to buy a home, it's not about the square foot. You go to Realtor.com. What do you look for? Pictures. If it's one of those goofy sellers that only has one picture, you eliminate it. Eyes. When you book a hotel room, what's the first thing you look for? Not the price. Pictures. What's the bathroom look like? What's the bedroom look like? What's the pool look like? What's the gym look like? Trust your eyes. That's why there's no blue food. Folks, you can tell me and talk to me and try to convince me all you want, but the stories came out yesterday on Kyler Murray, and they don't bother me that he's not a great interview or not great at the whiteboard. I think he will be a instinct football player. Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, Ben Cam do that. I can live with that. I've got a history of the NFL. Guys have won games. They play on instinct. Mitch Trubisky's not a great passer. Moves, pretty good on instinct. Pretty good on finding holes and moving. But many of you have tried to convince me that Kyler Murray is Russell Wilson. I'm going to run tape of Russell Wilson in college at Wisconsin. They don't look the same. Stop trying to convince me that Russell Wilson and Kyler Murray are the same. Watch this tape, FS1. I want you to look at the sturdiness, the legs, the size of Russell Wilson. He doesn't even look small against those 6'7" Wisconsin offensive linemen. He is sturdy. He is strong. He is athletic. There was one play, and I'm not sure if we'll show. Look at that. Does he look small? No. Look at the butt. Look at the shoulders. Look at the back. Look at the arms. Look at the head. He looks strong. Look at the pipes. Look at the arms. He look tiny. Russell Wilson does not look at this picture. He doesn't look small. He doesn't look huge, but he looks thick. Okay, now let's go to Kyler Murray's video. Now let's go to Kyler Murray video. Sorry for my radio audience. He looks tiny. Arms, butt. He looks tiny. Man body, boy body. Man body, kid body. Look at that. That's not what Russell Wilson looks like. Russell Wilson cut weight to run faster at the combine. Russell Wilson playing weight, 220. Kyler Murray gained weight, bulked up at the combine. Playing weight, 190. It's like a 30-pound difference. Trust your eyes. Don't eat blue food. When you go to Realtor.com, you look for the pictures. When you're in a hotel room, it's the bathroom. If it looks like a bathroom they've got a deer in, don't stay there. Stop trying to convince me of stuff that's crap. That doesn't. My eyes don't buy into it. Trust them all the time. I ever tell you my Vegas story? Walked into a room years ago. I was dating a girl. It was a Vegas story. It was an apartment. I was young. And I walked into the room. And I looked around, and I saw too many guys with velour shirts and handlebar mustaches. And it didn't feel right. And I looked around, and I thought, these aren't my kind of people. And I used the bathroom about 4 to 5 minutes in. There was cocaine all over the bathroom. I knew there would be because I trusted my eyes. It didn't say on the door, cocaine, left turn. Trust them. They matter. Size, biceps, butt, shoulders, waist, head, helmet fit, guns. Oh, look at those pictures of Russell Wilson. You can tell me they're the exact same guy. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. Russell Wilson in college. Look at the thick, the butt, the arms, the shoulders, the strength. He doesn't look the same.
Kyler Murray's also 21 and has 17 college starts. Yeah, Russell Wilson had 46.
That's a good point, too. That's also something.
It's everything.
It's a big deal.
I'm not saying that Kyler Murray's not going to develop, but...
I'm not saying that either. Right.
By the way, to compare them at this point it's very unfair. It's almost... It's ridiculous, really. It's like the comparison to Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield is much bigger and had also 46 starts when he entered the draft.
And by the way, Baker Mayfield, everybody told me Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield sat on his couch. Baker Mayfield's thick. Baker Mayfield's got shoulders. Baker Mayfield's a thick guy.
Russell Wilson was 23 when he was drafted. He turned 24 in November. The difference between a 24-year-old and a 21-year-old body is tremendous.
But they're both 6 feet and 190. No, I don't want to hear it. Don't want to hear it. Got the video. Watch it. Stop trying to convince me of stuff. There we go. God dang. Just telling you. I can't believe I told that drug story.
Yeah,
the staff wants to hear more about my drug story.
That was interesting.
By the way, it was like Narcos in there. I had to get the hell out of there. I got a career. I wore glasses to the party because my future was so bright, I just wore shades. I can't walk into parties like that. That's a true story, opposed to my other ones that I just make up. That was a totally true story in Vegas. I remember the people I was with. I could name them right now.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
It'll end up on TMZ.
Yeah.
I knew it was fishy. I walked in, I looked around at all the people, and I'm like, velour shirts, handlebar mustaches, leather jackets. There's bad stuff in the bathroom. Went back there. Seriously. Looked like Narcos, episode 4. It's like, get me out of here. All right. Buy, sell, or hold. And I will not drop names on the party in Vegas. I can tell you the apartment complex. I can tell you the street it was on. I can tell you the woman I was with. I can tell you everything. Seriously.
Don't.
Those memories don't go away. I literally have had nightmares about velour shirts. Seriously.
You don't think you could pull off velour?
Oh, God, no. Or a handlebar mustache. I couldn't grow one. When it comes to costly car repairs, you need options. Instead, you're often stuck bargain hunting for the best deal because, you want to fork over $900. Okay, carshield.com makes the process of fixing your car really, really easy. And by the way, I just got new tires on my car. I mean, cars have maintenance. And my car's not that old, but cars have maintenance. They give you a rental car for free while yours is in the shop. 24/7 roadside assistance while yours needs help. And all the while, you choose the mechanic and they pay them directly. So it's none of this check in the mail stuff and you get involved in that crap. You give them the mechanic, can be from the dealership you got it from. So save yourself potentially over $1,000 in car repairs. Just get covered. It's the ultimate extended vehicle protection. 800-CAR-6000, 800-CAR-6000, mention HERD. Or go to carshield.com, and use the code HERD. In both instances, that's 10% off.